Why is your name Jillian Shoop?
I just typed something random in. Do you want me to change it?
No, I don't care. It just wasn't expecting that. I was like, random people can't join this shit, right? That's gotta be Jordan.
You can lock it down at the bottom too.
I can what?
That's funny. Down at the bottom of the screen, it says you can lock it. You can hit the button so that no one else can join. But you have to have the link anyway, so you know.
Yeah. I just changed my name to Ripley when I log in, but it always says Jordan in the bottom because it's your account.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Man, I don't know what's happening. The internet here is getting like worse every day.
Really?
I don't know how.
The internet hasn't been great here either. It's been like when I watch TV and stuff, like there's been a lot of buffering and stuff on Crunchyroll.
Are you watching it through the Xbox?
It's better on the Xbox. When I was trying to watch it yesterday on the TV, like it was just like buffering. It could just be the shitty TV, but
No, I assume it's the Xbox, not the TV.
No, like I was watching in the bedroom yesterday and it's still buffering. It's better on the Xbox, but I think it's a little bit of the internet.
Yeah, the TV in the bedroom is it's far away and it's old, yeah.
Like me.
I don't know why you even trying to watch things in the bedroom. That's just crazy. You have the perfectly good TV. The couch
bed is
feels
comfier
good.
than the couch.
Oh, you're not using the couch correctly then.
It just is lumpy.
The couch is lumpy?
Yeah.
What'd you do to the couch?
It just doesn't feel good, like, sitting on it for a really long time. Like, I took that nap on it yesterday, and I was like, man, I don't like this.
I don't know. I've taken plenty of naps on there, and I haven't had issues with
you have more cushioning.
And more cushioning? Was it
on your body?
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I'm just bony.
You're telling me I'm fatter.
I'm bony, so it's like
okay.
There's not like a lot of cushiony stuff. It's uncomfortable.
We'll start eating more. I don't know what to tell you.
I've been on like a liquid diet. I've just been eating so much broth.
You're like, I've only eaten a bunch of liquids, and then all of a sudden I had a bunch of McDonald's and didn't feel well. Who could have predicted?
Yeah, like I made miso soup for breakfast. The sinus medicine hurt my tummy too.
Yeah, like you're taking medicine without eating anything, and then you're like, no, I did eat. I had a bunch of McDonald's with medicine. And you're like,
I don't have an appetite. Good. Like I'm eating a lot of soup.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah. I should probably go to the store and get more. So I felt better. Like I said, I feel like my cold ran its course, but now I think I have a sinus infection. So, yay.
Wow. How are you going to get worse? You're supposed to get better with medicine. I don't know what you're trying to do over there.
Yeah, I used to have chronic sinus infections before we moved out here, but I think that a lot of that was to do with like the dust and dryness in Vegas. Because I haven't really had as many sinus problems since we moved out here, besides like from allergies or whatever. But my store, I got sick from somebody at work. They refused to wear a mask when they came back to work, and like still weren't like 100%, you know? And like, if I feel even slightly under the weather, I wear a mask at work. And I know like some people are like, masking is stupid, but I think it's a really simple way to protect people. You know, they've been doing it in Japan forever. It seems to work well for them. So if I don't feel well,
new theme of the show with you, huh?
What?
This is like the third week in a row you talked about putting masks on at work.
Well, because everybody's been sick.
I just thought it was funny.
I think that's why I got sick.
They should be wearing masks. I don't understand it. Oh my god.
Well, I think that's why I got sick though, is because this one employee got everybody sick, and she refused to wear a mask, and like the rest of us, the moment we felt like sniffly or whatever, we were masking, and coming back to work, we're masking. So it just, I don't like being sick. It's annoying. But you need to introduce the podcast.
If she felt fine and came back and felt fine, then she had no reason to wear a mask. So like,
but she's still coughing and sneezing.
Oh, well, then that's on her. But then why was she coming back? If she's coughing and sneezing, she shouldn't be around food and drinks. That's up to you. Get rid of her. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like they can come back after a certain amount of days so long as they don't have certain symptoms. And it's like we have like a little thing that tells you if you're allowed to work or not. And it's like if the symptoms are new or if they've been happening for a certain amount of time, you can work, but you're supposed to like wear a mask and be cautious. And I told her to wear a mask and she still wouldn't. So.
Well, what can you do then?
Quit.
Yeah, you could do that. There are a bunch of people like yelling outside my room right now. I don't know if it's going to get picked up or not, but they're just yelling. I don't know.
I wonder what they're yelling about.
I don't know. There were
what kind of yelling does it sound like?
There were a bunch of people yelling and talking last night too, and I think they were either like having a party or something. But as luck would have it, it was in the room above mine, so I just heard it all night long.
Oh, did you get any sleep?
Yeah, I mean, I'd sleep for a couple hours at a time, and then someone would like run into something up there or drop something, and it would just be like a loud thud or bang, and I would be like, "What's happening? Who's here?"
Well,
anyway, I'm your host Jordan. Welcome to Mindless Prattle, the scripted show, obviously, where where nothing matters.
We totally have a script and talk about things that we plan out.
No, you were supposed to say Farfignugen. Did you not read your lines? Come on now.
To go with Jill and Shoop.
Uh-huh. Look, I sent you the script 10 seconds from now. I don't know why you didn't memorize it.
Are you about to send me some random shit?
Yeah. I don't know what you're I don't know what you're on about. I sent it to you.
Farfignugen.
Oh,
are these words or are you just typing random things?
What are you talking about?
Like this, I believe this could be like German or Swedish or something, but I don't know.
What, Farfignugen?
Yeah,
it's I don't know. It's a term, and I think it's in the Urban Dictionary. I'd have to look it up though. I'll look it up.
Just say random things, then you can't.
Yeah, you can.
If you don't know what it is,
I can say random whatever. All right, hold on.
Oh my god, the description is really long.
Yeah, I mean. The description is a car is behind you. It puts on its signal to pass. You see that the oncoming car is too close. You speed up slightly to move close to the passing lane to warn the other car. You are practicing Farfignugen. The car behind you and the oncoming car are experiencing Farfignugen.
I still don't understand.
The same scenario. You see the road is clear ahead. You slow down slightly and move toward the edge of the road as an indicator that it is all clear ahead. You are practicing Farfignugen. The car behind is experiencing Farfignugen and practicing it if he takes your prompt.
A term that does not translate into English easily. It means both cooperation on the road and having fun driving and driving safely.
Yeah.
So basically harmony while driving, I guess.
Sure. In this, it also says something you say when you're out of words to say. Yep, that sounds like our script.
My favorite. Have you ever like just looked up your name on Urban Dictionary?
This is the great. Okay, so it's this one. It says another term for ouch or what you say when you're about to fart. There's so many definitions on Urban Dictionary. I don't know why. The answer you give your toddler or young children when they ask too many questions. Child, what's for dinner? Mother, Farfignugen.
Okay, you know what my mom always used to say when we asked stuff like that?
What?
Anytime. So we'd be like, what's for dinner? And she'd be like, Christmas.
She'd say Christmas?
Yeah, every time. Like if she didn't want you bothering her, and we'd be like, what's this? She'd be like, Christmas. Like, okay, Mom. I think she just didn't know too.
You just didn't know too. I mean, I would say random stuff. Like, what's for dinner? They have square watermelons in some places. Like, what?
Okay, are we having that? No.
What is that? Are we eating those?
No. I did kind of want to play a game with you today, if you're up for it.
No, it's too late. You've already gone off script. We can never do anything like that.
Well, so I saw this TikTok the other day, and somebody played this game, and they were like, Taylor Swift lyrics or Shakespeare. And
sure. I know neither, so
that's why I thought it was really fun, because I know most of them, but there was a few, like some of the things that she like whispers that I was like, oh, I don't know that one. But I was like, if you want, we could do it. If you don't want to, we don't have to. I know you're not a huge fan.
What is it? I don't understand the way you do things like that. Like, let's do this. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds funny. And then you're like, well, if you want to, I don't want to pressure you. I don't know. I'm not trying to like
I
force you into it or anything. I don't
second
know
guess
which way
myself a lot.
whatever.
Okay, so first one, first quote. Who said, "You and I are past our dancing days"?
I don't know. What?
I got it right. What do you think?
What do you mean you got it right? Of course you got
like
it right. You've memorized all the songs. You just have to go 50-50. Like, oh, is it the song? Nope. Well, then it's Shakespeare. Like, that's...
Well, I also know a lot of Shakespeare.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you...
Okay, so what do you think?
Like, I've memorized both. I don't understand how you've not, like, just memorized all of Shakespeare by now.
What do you think?
About what?
You and I are past our dancing days. Taylor Swift or Shakespeare?
Well, I don't know. The first one.
Not Taylor Swift. It's Shakespeare.
Nah.
Okay, second quote.
Oh, you're not even gonna tell me what it's from? Just like, oh, thanks.
It doesn't say what it's from, but I can.
Oh, you didn't do research? Oh man,
this is a quiz online. I just found one because I saw.
Oh, you taking like an online quiz right now? Yeah.
It should.
I could clacking in the background.
If you want,
you need a new keyboard. One. Your keyboard is so loud. It irritates me every time I hear it. I don't know why.
It's from Romeo and Juliet. One of the Capulets say it.
Sure.
The second one. All these people think love's for show, but I would die for you in secret.
What? That doesn't even make any sense. You're just gonna go like kill yourself on the side in secret? What does that do for anybody? What are you talking about?
I can explain it to you if you want.
Oh my gosh. You just like that pause there in between me talking and you talking, that was just your disappointment coming out. Like, how do you not just know about all these romantic things, Jordan? Like,
well, so that's
what your thought was.
First of all, it's a Taylor Swift lyric, but I know this one because it's one of my favorites. And the lyric is supposed to be about how people think that like she's only dating people for like fame and like she just is serial dater to get like, attention and media and stuff like that. But she would die for him in secret. Like, the next one is who measured time by saying sad hours seem long.
What was it?
Sad hours seem long.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
You say that about every single one of these.
Yeah, and I'm right about every single one of these.
I think you should read more Shakespeare.
Why would I want to read more Shakespeare?
Because that was
I'm not
Shakespeare.
In fucking middle school. I can argue the same thing with what Taylor Swift. I'm not in middle school.
The next one is walls of insincerity, shifting eyes, and vacancy vanished when I saw your face.
I was not. What was it now?
Walls of insincerity, shifting eyes, and vacancy vanished when I saw your face.
Shakespeare. I don't know.
That's Taylor Swift.
Sure.
Whose secret meetup was?
Yeah, you just moving on. We're not talking about him anymore.
I mean,
okay, well, cool.
I mean, there's not much to say. It's one lyric. Like,
it's one lyric. I don't have any information on any of the. You're just telling me words. That's like if I said some random things to you and be like, pineapples used to be orange, and then you just went okay, and then we moved on. Like that was the end of the topic.
Actually, this last one I had to correct it because it's a Taylor Swift lyric, but they got the lyric wrong.
Well, spoilers.
They wrote the wrong word. It was. So they put walls of insecurity. I'm 99% sure it's insincerity. Like,
I don't know. How you just gonna spoil things for me? Gosh, now I can't even guess or play.
You already guessed that one.
Well, I want to guess again. No, I want to guess again.
You can't guess again. You already did.
Yeah, no.
There's only two options.
Shakespeare. Final answer.
Okay, it's Taylor Swift.
You don't know that.
But the lyric is like, it's like walls of insincerity.
Well, you can't sing it. What are you doing?
Because you already know it. Now I'm singing it.
No, why would you sing it? That's craziness. Why? You think singing it's gonna? You could sing Shakespeare and it would sound the same. Like, what do you mean?
I'm singing it after you already know it, so I can tell you what it sounds like.
No, sing the Shakespeare lyric. Go ahead.
Sad hours seem long.
See, it sounds like a song now.
It doesn't sound like a song.
Like it doesn't matter if you sing it or just say it.
Okay. The next one. Where the spirit meets the bones in a faith forgotten land.
What?
Where the spirit meets the bones in a faith forgotten land.
Does she just like have a hard on for Shakespeare? Is that what she's trying to do? Or like she's like, I know how to make it seem deep. I'll use word. Wait, what the fuck is this?
So you're right, that is Taylor Swift, but
Yeah, I know. She tries to sound deep in like all her fucking songs.
She just is deep. That's that whole album she wrote during COVID. It's like stories she wrote.
Why is that a big thing
head.
now? Why is that a big? I don't understand that. People are like, oh, he did this during COVID. Oh, this happened during COVID. Who cares? What does that mean? Oh no, she was in her mansion writing a song
because
while
the
people
two
were
albums
sick.
that she put out during COVID are widely regarded as some of the best albums that she's ever written. Like they're very beautiful visual stories that like aren't about her life. She wrote them about stories that she made up in her head.
Yeah, because she was locked in a mansion. Like, ooh.
I'm not saying like it's just. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just saying the music is good.
Praise me like you did this during COVID, or that he worked on this project during COVID. COVID's still happening. First of all, second of all, like doing things during COVID isn't like a big like it's not an accomplishment. You just stayed home and worked. Like that's all it was. Like it's not some huge accomplishment to be like people were dying and I wrote music. Like good job. Like people were dying and I wrote a book. Like, all right, yeah, you had more time because you didn't go outside. Like it's like if she was locked inside for hours, like years and years, and be like she wrote this when she was a prisoner. Like yeah, all right, that's a good accomplishment, you know. But she wrote writing songs or doing anything during COVID, I don't see it as like a huge accomplishment. I don't know.
I just think it's impressive because I feel like COVID was so hard on a lot of people that like to take that time.
It was hard on a
like,
lot of people, but people who had to be locked in mansions, I'm sure it was less difficult.
No, literally. You remember when all those celebrities put out the Imagine song and people were just roasting them?
Yeah, a bunch of celebrities were like, I'm here with you, locked inside for these days. Be strong. And you're like, oh, are you? Are you locked inside your 10-bedroom house? Like, that must be a fucking shame.
The one that
maybe
I
you
thought
should
was
make
craziest.
it like leave your bowling alley. Like, what the fuck?
The one I thought was craziest was Ellen DeGeneres was bitching about it, and like somebody showed her house, and it was like she had like an indoor and outdoor pool, like a private villa, basically.
Yeah, there was so many celebrities like I'm locked down with you, and you're like, I'm pretty sure my 1-bedroom apartment is different than your 10-bedroom fucking flat. Like, what are you?
Like, being locked in a house with my parents, not fun, you know. I spent most of the time with you at your house and your family, though. So
yeah, you were spreading diseases. I remember.
I didn't get sick.
Yeah, because you were just like carrying it from person to person. Like you can have some, you can have a little bit. I'll go to work over here. You can have some more over here.
No,
I do remember though. Like you were just staying over at my house a lot, and like your parents when we would go over and visit them, they're like, "Oh, you're still alive? It's crazy. I haven't seen you in ages." And I'm like, "Well, it's nothing to do in your house, so I don't know."
Yeah, and I mean, they weren't, you know, super strict about following guidelines in the beginning until like the city shut down pretty much. So
yeah, weren't they still going out and doing stuff for a while?
Yeah, I was terrified, you know, like working with the public when everything first started happening.
Terrified. It was the flu.
Well, because like in the beginning they didn't know much about it, you know, it was just suddenly happening.
What are you talking about?
They're like, they don't know how bad it's gonna get.
Okay, by the first like months of lockdown that we had there, it was already like the death rate was already there. We already knew about what was happening. Just wear masks, stay away from people. Like you're fine.
Well, even like before that, when it was first starting and they were like announcing lockdowns and stuff, I just remember thinking like everybody was like, oh yeah, 3 months is gonna go by and then it'll be done. And I just remember thinking like, no, like I guarantee it's not gonna be 3 months.
Dumb, but like it's the flu. It's just the worst flu.
Yeah, I was actually.
It's the same. Like it's slightly more deadly than the flu. Like if you look at the numbers of the flu each year, they killed just under the same amount of people as COVID each year. So like it's not.
I couldn't imagine.
It's just a new flu. Like it's all it really was. You know. Like
to my knowledge, I haven't had COVID.
People are dying when they get it, and I'm like, yeah, elderly people who have never built up any immunity to it, they're dying from it. The same way, like if you've never had the flu and all of a sudden your grandpa gets the flu. Course he's more likely to die from it, you know. Same thing with babies.
I think that also the problem with COVID is it's causing like long-term disability in people because like long COVID.
Look, I don't care about that. I'm talking about like when it first started, people were like, people are dying from this. I'm like, you could put the flu's this year's numbers right up next to it, and people are also dying from the flu. Like,
Yeah, I think it just really exposed like how much of our culture is like really selfish and like we just kind of didn't take care of like our society as a whole before, honestly.
yeah. Well, doesn't really matter.
That's not a super fun topic though. Like
Oh, you know what I was interested. This happened this week, and I've been hoarding it internally, waiting for it to burst out. Now seems like a decent time. So
like an alien.
yeah. So the people, the hotel staff, they come in. They clean the room like about once a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this past week, they came through and cleaned, and they replaced the shower curtain, and it's a stand up shower. It's not, it doesn't have the bathtub, so there's no wall on the side of it. So it's just a stand up shower. Now the previous shower curtain, like it was just a standard shower curtain. It wasn't anything crazy, but like I don't know what they did, but they gave me a new shower curtain, and it is shorter than the old one by so much that every time I get out of the shower, the entire bathroom floor is soaking wet because water has splashed out onto the floor, and I'm like, great. It's just soaking wet. I almost fell the
How much
first time.
shorter? Like, can you give me like an inch estimate here? Like,
yeah, okay. So the old one went down to the floor, or down to like the bottom of the shower, and went into the shower a little bit. So the new one doesn't touch the floor, so it's probably a good like 2.5 to 3 inches shorter than the old one, and it's just noticeable enough to where if you're sitting there, you can see about like a half inch to an inch gap underneath the bottom of the shower curtain. But I wasn't looking for it. Like I didn't look for that when they replaced it. I didn't even know they replaced it. I just got in the shower, got out, and almost fucking fell because the floor was soaking wet. I was like, what happened here?
that's why would they do that?
I don't know. Like I this is what happened. So I got out of the shower. I have a one of the towels there just to dry my feet off, sit down, or step onto it real quick. No, it was soaking wet. The floor was soaking wet. So when I stepped onto it, I fell backwards, and I had to grab one of the ledges in the shower and like barely held onto it. And I was like, oh my God, I almost fell and died is what I felt like.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Like, what happened? Did he die down there? Like, nah, he slipped and fell in the shower. Could happen to anybody.
That would have. Like I feel like if like whoever would call me to notify me, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be sad that you died, but I'd also be like, you motherfucker, you fucking idiot.
You died in
like
the shower.
You died slipping in the fucking. You left me alone on this fucking planet because you slipped in the fucking shower. Are you kidding me?
Look, I'm planning on dying first anyway, so it's fine.
I thought you said you wanted me to die first.
I don't know. It seems kind of sad.
Because you said you didn't want me to have to deal with it. You changing your mind?
Something like that.
I'm just waiting for the day that vampires are real. Like take my, my
the
books I read.
Vampires are real?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Take the books I read, it's always like there's vampires and they like turn young hot women and they find the love of their life and they live forever. In these books though, 99% of the time, the women are always like scared and terrified. And they're like, oh my God, eternal life sounds terrible. I can't go out in the sun. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? You get to be hot, rich, sexy, live forever. You just can't go out in the sun. Like, okay, I don't go outside a lot anyways. Like, would I be sad I can never go to the beach during the daytime again? Yes, I can go to the beach at night. It's fine.
Yeah, I gotta
make a fake day room.
I go to the beach at night. Like it's fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
lights, you can have soft white lights and like have a little indoor pool if you want, if you need the sunlight that bad. But who cares? Eternal life sounds really cool to me. But then, so my question about something I've always thought about when I read stuff like that You know, like the heat death of the universe is going to happen eventually. It's not really eternal life. Like you just live as long as the universe does before you turn to ash.
Why? I mean, no, you live as long as it takes to get a spaceship and then you leave. You go
I
find a
guess
new
that's true.
planet.
You know, that would be really smart if you're like an immortal creature is like fund space travel and stuff. Could be like, okay, I got to get out of here before like the next million years. Like, but then you would need humans because like if you don't have a food source or like I guess you'd have to, oh, that would be so cool. You could take like you could make your own like space ark and take a bunch of different humans with you to be your food source and a bunch of animals and stuff and like go find another planet.
Are you talking about just exploring by yourself? What do you mean?
No, like I just like the world's ending. A vampire could make like a space ark, like a spaceship that's like the ark, you know, and then take like different humans and
For
different
just
animals.
vampires and creatures that look tasty.
Yeah, because you know you have to have a food source. You can't
I mean,
just
like,
go into
I'm
space with no
saving
blood.
humanity. Be like, are you? Be like, yeah, I'll need snacks for the trip. Like,
These are the kinds of things I think about. Like I'll just make up stories like that all the time. My coworkers are like, "You should be a writer," and I'm like, "I'm trying."
yeah, you say things like that, but then never on the podcast.
I forget that I'm a published author sometimes.
Yeah, well,
I'm not a very good one, but I do have books published, so that's something.
but you do. Which ones you have the 2 poetry books, right?
Yeah, they're just okay. They're really shitty formatting.
Way to sell yourself on.
Well, because I wrote
Well
them when I was
done.
like 14, and we didn't have like all the same tools online to self-publish that like Amazon offers now. So when I uploaded it to publish, it like fucked up the formatting I had set up in Word. But people still bought it, so the second one was much better formatting because I realized it was an issue in the first one and took care of it.
You heard it here first. Book number 3 is in the works. When can we expect a release date, ma'am?
I'm aiming for the end of the year.
End of the year. All right. End of the fiscal year. You heard it here first. September 2023, new book.
I was thinking like October, but okay.
Okay, beginning of the next fiscal year. It's already getting pushed back. Deadlines are.
I wasn't
it's hard to
saying
meet
fiscal
deadlines.
year. I was talking
All
about
right.
like the calendar year.
Well, you didn't specify, ma'am. I'm sorry. In the published release, you've specified now October, beginning of the new fiscal year. That's when the book's coming out. Can you give us a sneak peek of what's to come?
So it's about a woman who named Rhea, who is the descendant of the goddess Rhiannon, who is the goddess of the underworld, basically. And Rhea is supposed to take over the underworld. And basically it begins with Rhea's husband dying and his funeral and her having to send his soul off to the underworld. And then I don't know if I can share more than that because it's like the big plot twist reveal.
Why would you? No, don't share the plot twist. That I would not buy that book if I already knew the plot twist.
But
that'd be crazy. Why would you?
Her husband's name is Sivan, and his death is now.
You're just telling us a bunch of names now.
Yeah, so it's Rhea and
it.
Sivan. Sivan dies in the beginning of the book, but
oh my god, what is with you and spoilers all of a sudden?
It's literally the first sentence. It's literally the first sentence. So I don't care.
The first sentence. You can't just drop things like that the audience doesn't know about yet. What if they wanted to hear more about this savant? Like you just dropped his name and then went, here's these new characters. You'll love them. He's dead.
You're learn more about he's gonna.
How are you gonna learn more about? He's dead. You can't learn more.
Because she literally
we're done
she
now.
can talk to souls. Like that's the whole whole power thing.
Die in the underworld, you don't come back. Everyone knows that.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, like you're already in the underworld, so you die, you just don't go anywhere. You're already there.
No, they're not in the underworld. She's supposed to take over the underworld.
Oh, she left it. She ran away from home to take over the overworld. Got it.
No, Jordan, shut up.
Yeah.
You're not letting me explain.
Well, you're not supposed to explain. You're supposed to give like a brief synopsis, and then people read your book later. That's how teasers work. All right.
They live in the hollow forest.
You can't explain the whole book. All right. You got to calm down.
That's not the whole book. I've only got like 10 pages.
Yeah. All right. November 2023.
But not all is as it seems. Obviously,
What?
I have
It's a
some really
book.
big plot twist planned.
Yeah.
And I wrote it because I was sad, so that's why he dies in the first book.
Yep, you and Taylor Swift, two of a kind. Writing it during COVID while you're sad. Heroes, the both of you, really.
Shut the fuck up.
You.
So annoying.
That's. I believe the term is accurate. Thank you.
I just I'm trying. Okay.
Did someone say you weren't trying? Wait a minute. I'll kill them. Who are they? Who said this to you?
I thought I had muted myself before, but I didn't apparently.
You what? Yeah.
I muted myself when I tried to talk. Apparently. Taylor Swift has a song called "This Is Me Trying," so
I'm sure she does.
Bro, okay, so I told you yesterday my Amazon package is delayed, and I'm so pissed off.
Mine got delayed too. It's kind of interesting. What'd you order?
Well, the wig I got is going to be here today, but the outfit for my Taylor Swift concert was supposed to be here yesterday, and now it's expected the 25th to the 26th.
I mean, that's still plenty of time, right? For the 20. That's the 25th to 26th. That's like today. What are you talking about?
But if it comes tomorrow, I won't be here, so I need it to come today.
Oh, I see.
That was why I ordered it to get here yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
I'm
the
sure
neighbor if she wants to hold it or something.
Yeah, I would say if anything, just ask our neighbor and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna, whatever. You know how neighbors be. Just be like, "Hey, friend one, can you do the thing?" And they'll be like, "Yeah," and you'd be like, "All right, cool."
And I hate leaving the cat alone.
You hate lots of things. You gotta just get over those things that you hate, though.
She loves me so much.
Where are you talking right now? I can't hear you.
I'm talking into my microphone.
Well, you got louder all of a sudden.
The cat she's great. She knows when I'm having anxiety.
She's great. I think she just likes being around you. But yeah,
she likes being around me. But I looked it up, and cats can detect your nervous system. Like they can detect when you're nervous or depressed.
Well, yeah, they don't want you getting stressed out and dying. Then where would they get their food? Like, come on now.
The feeder will last a little while.
Well, I thought if you do die, I guess they have a new source of food. So
yes, I would love. Yeah. I would. You know what? Like people are like, my dog and cat won't eat me when I die. They will, and I hope she will, because if the option is between eating my body and my cat dying, I want my cat to live so somebody could find her and adopt her.
Yeah.
Anybody, my sister can't.
I feel like if you passed away unexpectedly, I would show up first and be like, "Hey, she hasn't responded to me in a couple days," and then show up and be like, "Oh, why are you missing a toe?" Like that's
that
weird.
Would be horrifying. Oh my god, that would ruin your life for a little bit. I feel like.
Well, thank you for not telling me. That's just really encouraging. I feel like you could have been like, "No, you'll be strong. You'll get through this," and you're like, "You'll be ruined. Good luck living on, bitch."
Listen,
like,
if I walked in on you in our apartment dead with the cat eating parts of your body, I think I would have to be put in a mental hospital. I think that's the thing.
Where were you at for those several days?
Yeah, that's true. I would never be away from you long enough. If you were home to
You're never away from the apartment that long. You're always just like, "I've gone around the corner. Where'd the apartment go?
I went to check the mail yesterday.
Yeah. How's the new mailbox? They put in a new one, right?
Yeah, they're nice. The boxes for our packages now are against the wall, not just out. So there's a lot more space in there.
Oh, thank goodness. I always felt that our mail was too cramped.
And it does seem more secure.
It deserves more. It just seemed more secure.
They added a bunch of safety stuff.
They put up the grates instead of just random bars instead. I'm like, that makes it more, it makes more sense.
Nobody's gonna just prop open the shit.
I also don't know if that was a problem. Were people stealing mail from our mail center? Because we were never missing any mail.
No, yeah, I know it was an issue. Before we got here, I'd seen a few things about it, or some of the people I had met in the complex, that one random guy I walked into when the office was closed when they were not supposed to be. A year ago or whatever, they used to have mail theft, or they'd have issues getting mail delivered, but I don't think it was on our side of the complex. I think it was just the other side, with the ones with the drink machines.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. They made more room in ours, but they didn't put in a vending machine. The other mail centers.
I just don't know why the other thing has a vending machine. If it's my apartment. Why would I need to use the vending machine? I guess maybe if you have somebody visiting or like there's like a guy working or something,
You
then
never
I'd be like,
know.
oh, I'll get a
What
Coke.
if
But
you've gone to the gym, right? And you've walked out of the gym and you're like, "Oh, should I go back to the water fountain?" You're like, "No, I've done good.
I'm gonna
I've done
walk
good by
across the
me
street to the other complex to
today.
get a soda.
I no, listen, you've done good today. You're like, I deserve it. I'm gonna get a soda. And then on your way out the door, you're like, oh no, I don't have soda at home. And you're like, I could walk to the store real quick. And you're like, no, but I just went to the gym. I don't want to walk that far. I've already walked far enough today. I've done good. I've done good today. I don't need more walking. All right. I've walked enough today. And then you spot out of the corner of your eye. You're like, what is this glowing? What's happening here?
I mean,
Is
it's
this
like maybe a
God?
10-minute walk to go to the
And
dollar
then
store.
you walk over and you see this glorious machine that says cold soda. And you're like, ah, well, I'm in. My prayers have been answered. Beep. Yes, I will pay $5 for a soda. And then you walk on home with your soda.
No,
And
really
that's their
though. Why have
market.
soda machines gotten so
Everybody else,
expensive?
just go to the store. It's way cheaper. I don't.
I've been watching Fruits Basket on Crunchyroll, and I really like it. If you haven't seen it, it's an old anime apparently, but it's really good. And then I've also been watching Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skills. Sometimes I'll just be existing peacefully, and then I remember that Taylor Swift video um, where it's from instead of the Taylor Swift singing, the goat comes in and he's just like, "Ah! Ah!" And now you're gonna have a goat screaming in your head all day. You're welcome.
You're screaming at goats without me? What are you doing?
I was about to go into like
What the fuck
elevator
was
music
that?
mode.
I just came back to you like screaming as a goat. That's all I heard. What were you screaming as a goat for?
I just randomly remembered that like old Taylor Swift meme where somebody took one of the songs that she made and like there's a part where she goes, "Oh," and somebody replaced it with a goat screaming. So like it would get to that part in the song and be like, "Ow!" Just a goat.
Is that the Trouble song? Is that one?
Yeah, Trouble.
See, I knew something. I'm a fan.
A fan of goats.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that's stuck in my head. Goat.
That was
How was
it
your phone
for
call?
us today. It was well, I'm trying to get accountability of all my peoples. There was I guess there was a shooting nearby, so they're trying to find out where everybody's at.
Was somebody shot?
Huh?
Somebody was shot?
I don't know. We're trying to figure that out right now. What do you mean? Didn't I just explain that? Probably not. I mean, probably there were.
Oh.
There's a report of shooting, like shots being fired, but no reports of anyone getting shot. So we're just verifying with all of our people real quick. That's what that phone call was. All right.
You ever saying something shitty about a celebrity and you're like, damn.
Is it Taylor Swift? What'd she do?
No.
Oh.
So, God, what's the name of the weird girl from Harry Potter? Luna.
The weird girl from. Oh. I know who you're talking about. I can see her face. I don't know the actress's name though.
Apparently there's been like a lot of controversy about J.K. Rowling because she is very vocal about her hatred of trans people. So I've just been kind of like ignoring stuff. I haven't played the Harry Potter game. If other people want to play it, no hate to them, but I'm just not going to. But
it looks so cool.
Ivana Lynch, who played Luna Lovegood,
yeah, that's her,
is apparently also agrees with J.K. Rowling and like retracted her previous criticism of her, and it was like it's important for people detransitioning, and like it's like damn, you really just had to go in ruin it.
Wait, what'd she say?
It's important that she's been amplifying the voices of detransitioners. Girl, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay.
J.K. Rowling just says like a lot of shitty things about trans people, and then they'll use like the 0.03% of people who have chosen to detransition like back to their original sex, which is usually for safety reasons or because they don't have money or like the people in their family aren't supportive, stuff like that. But very rarely because they want to. But people use this like 0.03% of people who do choose to detransition as a thing. Like, see, trans people suck and they aren't real because this small amount of people don't actually want to be trans. And it's really just shitty. I don't
Is
understand.
that what there's like these small amount of people changed their mind, therefore no one is trans? What?
Yeah, that's like the argument. And
What is
it's just
that?
ridiculous. It's like I
That's
can
like if
get
you walked out on the street and saw one person that crashed their car and you'd be like, ah, it's a woman. All women can't drive. Like that's the same
yeah.
statement. Like, what do you mean?
It just
No
for
women
me
should
it's
drive
always
because she
been
crashed. Like, what are you talking about?
other people's identities don't affect me and it really is that simple. Like
No, it
it's just so
has no
simple to
effect
just
on me.
respect
I
what
just
other
don't
people
care.
want, you know? Like it doesn't affect me. Like if you want to become a man or if you want to become a woman, that's your choice. I will call you what you want to be called. Like
I'll do that within reason. Like, if you get like overly mad at me about it because I said the wrong thing like one or two times, but like, look, sorry, it's confusing to me, but you got to calm down. Like, you getting angrier at me because of that, it just makes me want to do it less. You know, like,
yeah, I think
I'm
most
like,
people though are understanding. Like, like I'll correct people. Like if I hear coworkers call like misgendering somebody, you know, I'll be like, oh, that person actually uses she her, or that they go by they. You know, I'm very like chill about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, they use this. You know, and let them know. Most people don't get angry. I think the types of people who get angry are usually like very early on in their transition and they're like sensitive about it. You know, like I've
I
known
don't
a few
know.
employees like that.
It's like, it doesn't affect me anyway, so I'll say whatever you want. Like, it takes 2 seconds, you know, and be like, oh, it's they instead of she. All right, cool. But like, if
I
I
think
forget it down the road and be like, that's my bad, I guess. I don't really,
And
you
I
know,
think
like
what's really
it's
influenced my views on this is I took a class about sexuality in college, and one thing my teacher said was, in an enlightened society, this wouldn't even be a conversation. It literally wouldn't matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter right now. Like, call yourself whatever you want. I don't really care. Like, it's doesn't affect me.
I would like people to stop killing people because they don't agree with their beliefs. You know, that's all.
Oh,
Like,
it's all right. Just going to some extremes over here.
well, that's what's happening. You know, like
I would like,
people are being killed.
I would like no more death. Thank you.
But I
Let me
already told
just
you,
take
I
a
didn't say this
vacation.
on here. I already told you, like, I've seen all these things about people like canceling drag and stuff, and like they're banning pride events in some places. And I'm like, the first pride event was a riot, the Stonewall riots, led by a trans woman against the police. And that's what became the pride parades. So I'm like, it's a weird time in our country, man. You know, sometimes I'm like, we're in 2023, but sometimes I just feel like we've gone back to like the fucking 50s.
Pretty much. Like, let's go back to the last 20s. You know, like that's not how time works. Like, it's
You remember all the hatred and
supposed to be
fear?
going like
Let's do that
forward.
again.
I don't.
Oh, plus like all the war shit going on in the world. Oh,
All
what a
right.
time to be alive.
Oh, speaking of
Let's talk about
wars,
something fun.
I just started playing what is it called? Atomic Heart this morning. Have you played it?
Oh, no, I saw it on Games Pass, but there wasn't character
Yeah.
customization, so I didn't know if I'd like it.
There isn't character. It's pretty good. I've only played like 30, maybe 40 minutes of it. It's pretty fun so far.
Is it a streamable
It's
game?
I
Like,
mean,
would it be
yeah, it's like it's
eventually?
a story game where robots are trying to take over. But it's funny because the year in it is set in like 1955, and they have like all this technology because
Hmm.
the Soviet Union won World War II. And it's like that's their you know the theming of it, and
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting to look at there. It's funny because everywhere you go, people are called comrade. Like they call each other comrade, which is fun. And then the
Hello,
game actually
comrade.
it has this. This is a great feature. I really like it. It helps like immersify really. So it's set, you know, in the Soviet Union after World War II. And so it's not like a typical game where all the signs are in English or all the signs are in Russian so you can't read them. All of the posters, everything is in Russian, but if you look at it, a uh what's it called, the on-screen text pops up and it's like and it auto translates it to English for you so you can read it, and I'm like, that's super cool. Like that's nice to me where I can be like, I don't know what this says, but like it pops up and it's like party June 15th in the square, and I'm like, oh, that's
Oh,
cool. Like I don't I won't be here for that, but that's cool, you know.
that sounds really cool. I guess I could try it. Do you think so? Do you think I should try streaming that or what was the other game you were playing? The alien one with the gun?
The alien what?
The alien gun.
High on Life.
High
Is
on
that the
life.
one you're talking about? Yeah.
But
that
I
one's
feel
really
like
good too.
that would be hard for me to play because there's all these choices you have to make and kill things and like they talk.
What, in High on Life?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just make whatever choice. It's not a game where your choices affect the outcome. It just affects like a couple little dialogue lines that show up. You know,
Well, don't you get special things if you kill the things?
if you what?
Like the one where there's like a chest and you have to destroy it and kill it, and then the other chests are like, that was my child.
Oh yeah, I mean it has loot inside it, but it doesn't affect anything like after
But if I
that. You
don't get
know.
the loot, I can't complete 100% the game.
Yeah, you have to kill talking boxes. That
That's
is
so
true.
depressing.
That's, uh,
I personify things a lot, I
look,
think.
kill the mom and dad first, and then go with the kid. You'll be fine.
But then the
Kill
kid
the
has to
kid
watch his
first.
parents die.
Yeah, but only for like 2 seconds. I mean, you put the kid out of his misery. That at that point, you're doing him a favor. That's all I'm saying. There's also the trolley problem in the game. So like you spawn in the trolley coming down the tracks, and there's 5 people tied on one side and one on the other side, and you have to pick who dies and who lives.
Didn't you say like the 5 people were like murderers or something? Like after that?
No, one of the 5 people, after if you choose the one person instead of the 5, the one person dies, and then one of the 5 people that are on the other side, one of them just starts going, "Oh, thank goodness, I can go on to commit more genocides. I really love committing genocides." And you're like, "Oh, crazy."
Like, well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I've talked
like
about.
there's
Sorry.
choices like that, but nothing that affects the game. So I mean, like it's, but they're both fun games.
That reminds me. I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast, but it's like that's like when people are like, "Oh, if I was a time traveler, I'd go back in time and kill Hitler." Nobody's ever like, "Oh, I'd go back in time and raise Hitler to be a good guy," you know?
Raise him to be a decent person.
Yeah, like,
Just kill the guy that didn't admit him into art school, right? Like that solves it too.
so go back in time and admit him
Just
into that
stamp.
art school.
Yeah, just go behind the desk and just hit accepted on the paper. Be like, there
Do you
you
think
go.
any of us would exist
Problem
then, though?
solved. Any of us? I don't know. Who knows?
Because that was a lot of people that'd still be around. So, like, there'd be a good chance we wouldn't be born.
A lot of people that would like still be alive. Sure, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't really trace my ancestry back at all, though. Everybody in my family is like dead.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't gonna say it, but
It's matter of fact. Like
I was like, yeah, but you have to have people that are alive to trace them back. Like I don't know.
like
Didn't your mom say that she doesn't want you to do the 23andMe or the DNA test ancestry thing?
Yeah, she said in case she ever kills anybody.
Right, like they don't have her DNA on file already or yours, like
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I mean, you're fingerprinted when you're born, and any tests you have, like
Are
blood
you?
work, anything, yeah, they take your fingerprints.
But I thought that don't keep those in like a system, like
I
unless
don't
you
know.
go to
Look,
the police station.
like all I'm saying is, people have taken your identifying features from you, whether it be DNA or fingerprints or even your lip prints. I don't know.
Even back in '97.
But like, even like it was 100 years ago. Even way back then, were they doing that? What are you talking about? It's 25 years ago, girl.
Yesterday, Chelsea and Robert were chatting with me. And I first I wasn't sure which Robert it was because I didn't know that he had my Discord, like the one I used to be friends with in Vegas. He's in the Air Force in Cali. But he popped in our chat yesterday, and I was just like, yeah, like talking about everything. And they're like, you're younger than us, right? And I'm like, by like 3 months, by a few months, dude. Like, shut up. Because they're both already 26.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, like you're older. Like Chelsea's older than me by like 7 months.
I do that all the time. The people I work with, most of them, they're in their 30s, and we went out to dinner last week to celebrate one of them's birthday, and he was turning, I think, 37 is what it was, and the other 3 people there with us were also like in their like 30s to like low to mid 30s. And I was like, oh yeah, knee pain, back, yes, And they were like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I'll get there eventually. And they're like, how old are you? I'm like, 25, man. And they're like, what the
I just feel like nobody would think you were 30, you're 25,
not until I tell them, no.
You carry yourself very mature. I think I would think like you were 27 maybe. not much older.
I carry
But maybe it's just
myself
because I
2
know
years
you.
older. Is that what you're saying?
I think other people would
That
think you're
guy's
around
not
30.
25. He 27. What are you on about?
For me, it just depends on what my outfit and makeup choices of the day. It's usually like people think I'm 17 or they think I'm 25. Like I feel like I look my age, but
Yeah. So you said you're starting up some more of your hobbies in the next few weeks, months, all right?
yeah.
What are you doing? What are you working on?
Why
What kind of projects you got?
well, I'm trying to stream more.
Yeah. You got a new
I
stream
really don't
schedule
like
coming
my
out?
monitors.
Don't what?
I don't like my monitors.
Why don't you use mine?
They're ultra wide too.
Mine are not ultra wide. What are you talking about? Mine are much skinnier than yours.
I just want like regular monitors.
just
I like how
just
big mine
use
are, but they're not great for
mine.
streaming.
Yeah, just use mine for a while, and if you don't like them, then we can look at yours.
I'm sure I could sell them for a decent price.
That's what I'm saying. Use mine if you like them. We can get some. If not, we can look at some other ones. Sell yours. That
I
didn't
had
really
thought I
help.
was getting yours.
That didn't really help promote your hobbies, but you know.
So yeah, I'm streaming more on Twitch. I'm not gonna change my stream schedule quite yet since I still like have the job, but I'm just gonna stick to my schedule and maybe do extra streams on Fridays or something. Um, since I'm not doing D&D now.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. You got more time. Perfect.
I don't know. I don't know if I should I talk about OF on here. Like I don't know if that's allowed. Is that weird?
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. For those of you who'd like to know, I'm on OnlyFans.
I'm getting another phone call. Give me a second.
Ah! Um, so I post like cosplays, like elf girl stuff and things like that. Um, so I'm gonna start doing more like anime bunny cosplays, fae characters that I like from books, that sort of stuff. Go read this "Am I the Asshole" post real quick. I don't know. It says, "Am I the asshole for distancing my family from my brother and sister-in-law after sister-in-law attempted to uninvite my wife from their wedding? My younger brother was getting married, and I was asked to be the best man. His
You reading a
fiance."
story?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know what to do
You're
anymore,
reading.
so I was just reading this "Am I
How do
the
you
Asshole"
not have
post.
any stories? You just started reading Reddit
I talked
posts.
for a minute, and then I didn't know what to say anymore. So then I was reading an "Am I the Asshole" post. So
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah,
how
we'll
was your
cut
phone
some of
call?
it out. We'll cut some blank parts out. It's fine.
It's okay. There was music. I was going like da 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 da. And I did that for a minute, and I was like, all right, we'll have to cut all this out. We'll see.
Oh boy. We'll work on it. It's fine. All right. Well, we're talking about your hobbies. Go ahead.
Yep, I talked about them.
What? You're done with hobbies?
I don't have that many.
What are you doing with your knitting? Weren't you knitting for a while?
Yeah, I want to see if there's like there's at least $5 knitting kits you can get for beginners that'll like teach you the basics because I'm just really struggling. Like I can't get past a single crochet chain.
Oh, crochet, not knitting. My bad.
Yeah,
You
I
just
don't
went
know
along with it,
knitting.
and I was like,
I guess I could try knitting, but I'm told I thought it would be harder, but
I
maybe
have no
I
idea.
don't know. So I'm trying, but I just can't really make anything worthwhile. But there's this thing, they're called like woobies, and they're like, it's literally like one small little plastic pack of like that you can open. It comes with everything you need, all the yarn, like little needles and stuff. It's like $5. It'll teach you how to make like a penguin or something like that. But it's supposed to be for like beginners, and I'm not great at like those types of like creative things. Like it's really hard for me.
You
I'm
need to
not
get
very
you like
dexterous.
a VR. You need to get like a VR knitting so that you can like look at it in 3D and see how it goes, and then try it again. I think that's what you need.
I think that's part of it because I have to like watch myself do things over and over. And when I watch videos, I feel like I'm not getting the whole picture. Like my brain, I'm a weird learner. I have to do things in order to learn how to do them. And watching other people do it just confuses me. It's like I don't have a great spatial awareness or anything. So I just watch it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? This is like magic.
Yeah, because like
Oh,
I was doing it with you, and you're like, I don't know how you're doing this. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just following the pictures in the book. I don't, I don't know.
It's just like magical to me, frankly.
I think my internet's going out.
Okay, I just heard you go, what? And then it just cut off, and I was like, Yes. Oh, a guest. That's not Jillian Shoop. Hello, guest.
No. What?
Hi. How's your internet doing?
Bro, all I heard was hello, guest internet does. I don't know what's happening.
The internet's
The
like, well,
internet
you're
here
done
is
now,
so
right?
shit. I need to look at a solution. I don't know what it is, but I need to look over one.
Did you get like
Did you stay in the
T-Mobile or
call?
like Google Internet or something? Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I meant when I was
Can
gone.
you not hear me?
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I do.
That's what I was saying. Like it exited out and it was like, "Don't worry, your end was saved." And I'm like, "That's good because there's an hour gone if it didn't."
Ooh, my package is gonna be here
Oh
today
man.
now.
Yeah.
It's 11 to 2.
I mean, I honestly, I think it was a decent time for me to drop out. Like we just about hit an hour. Like I, you know. Oh wait, I heard a voice. Where did it go? Hello?
Give a dog a bone.
Voice.
Internet.
Voice, say something. Go ahead,
where
voice.
Can you hear me?
Ah. Oh, there you are. Something about bones.
What is happening
You
here?
said something about bones, I remember. That's all you
No, I
talk about. I don't know. You were going on about
Just bones?
boners and then is that
When
what
did
you
I
said?
talk about
You said
boners?
something boners and I was like, I don't know what you're
No,
reading right now.
I did not say
Just
anything
now,
about
you were singing
boners.
about it. Yeah.
I said
Yeah, you did.
internet. Where did you go?
No, that's what I said. You said something boners.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, like you had to think about it. Like, did I really?
Well,
Anyway, that's gonna do it for us this week. Since apparently we're out of things to talk about.
Interesting end.
Yeah.
But we made it. Woo!
Yeah. Go ahead, do
Hold
the
on.
outro. You're good at it.
Hold on. I just randomly scroll on Reddit sometimes, even though I'm like listening and talking. And like I won't look at stuff, but so before we go, I want to leave you off with this. The University of Nebraska Medicine Center put out a poster and it says, "Pleasuring yourself with nicotine? Try masturbation instead."
I sent that to you,
Masturbation is
didn't I?
Did
I think
you?
I sent
No.
that to you.
I
Oh,
just
well,
saw it
then
on
I
Reddit
have
right
it
now.
queued up, ready to send to you. It's in
Oh.
my thing. Yeah, University of Nebraska Health. Yeah, I have the same picture.
Masturbation is a safe and healthy alternative to vaping and other forms of nicotine.
Yeah.
Try it today by yourself or with a friend as a healthy way to release stress. Just masturbate with a friend, guys. Me vaping. Well, that's it. Thank you for coming to Mindless Prattle. We had an excellent time entertaining you guys today. If you enjoyed listening, please leave a voicemail and tell us stories or things. I'm
Do you
so
think
awkward.
people
I hate doing
responded
this.
to that poster and they were like, "Nah, just do both, like same time"?
Vape while you bone.
Have you tried that? Have you done that?
No.
You haven't tried both.
I
At the
feel
same
like you'd
time?
be really. I feel like you'd be really annoyed if we were in the middle of sex and I just reached over.
No,
and was like,
not
"Babe."
sex. The poster specifically said masturbation. All right,
I mean, I do that. Yes.
but that's what I'm saying. Have you done both?
Not
Like,
at the same
vape.
time.
I don't vape, so I can't answer the question. I'm just asking. I don't know.
I mean, I have vaped around the same time, but not like at
around
the same time.
not during. Not like this will improve
I'm
it.
usually a little distracted, you know. I don't need more stress relief when I'm masturbating, you know. It's like,
that's funny. All right, get on with the outro, woman. We got things to do
and
today.
this is the end of Mindless Prattle. I'm your host, Ripley Shane. That's your other host, Jordan. We'll be back next week with another fun, sexy, silly, fun episode. Follow me on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter. And to the 4 people who listened to the last episode, shout out. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's really nice seeing that like people are still watching week after week or listening week after week. So thank you for being here.
To everyone else, Farfignugen.
Everyone else, Farfignugen.